Okay, you've probably seen these videos, right? The titles are always something like, I did 365 days of monk mode and this happened. And at first glance, yeah, it looks like just another crazy self-improvement trend. But here's the thing, it's not. It's actually a meticulously designed blueprint for a viral transformation. It's a story of identity, death, and rebirth, and it's engineered from the ground up to captivate millions. So let's break down the anatomy of how this whole thing works.
And this is it. This is the core promise that gets everyone hooked. It's this incredibly dramatic before and after. You see how it's not about subtle shifts, right? It's a story of complete opposites. From anxious to calm, broke to wealthy. The power is in that stark, simple contrast. It's a total flip. I mean, just listen to that language. Deleting the old me. That really gets to the heart of the philosophy here. This isn't about tweaking a few bad habits or making small improvements. The whole blueprint demands a total erasure of your former identity. It's a hard reboot of the system, not just a simple software update.
And this right here, this is the most crucial part to understand. Monk mode, at least the version we see online, is engineered for an audience. It's a template that's designed from day one to be filmed, to be edited, and to be shared. You're not just changing your life, you are actively creating a cinematic masterpiece of that change, with the entire world as your witness.
So how does this identity rebirth actually work? What does it really mean to, engineer a completely new self from the ground up?
Pay close attention to the language they use here. It's not just a process. It's a process with a required outcome, proven with concrete evidence. Now that is key. This whole thing isn't about just feeling different. It's about generating cold, hard, quantifiable proof that you are different.
So these are the 4 pillars that hold the entire system up. It's really a strategy built on subtraction. You're cutting out everything that isn't absolutely essential. And then you take all that reclaimed energy, all that focus, and you channel it into one single mission. The idea is to create this incredibly narrow, powerful beam of focus.
And this brings us to the protocol itself. They call it the protocol of purity. And it sounds intense, because it is. This structure isn't flexible. It's a rigid set of non-negotiable rules. And they're designed to force a complete, radical break from your past life. So just how extreme are we talking about? What are the actual hard lines that someone has to hold every single day for 365 days to pull this thing off?
Just take a second and look at this list. These are not suggestions. They're the law. The entire protocol is designed to systematically tear down the pillars of a typical modern life. Social connection, easy dopamine hits, physical comfort. Each and every rule is a deliberate constraint, meant to starve the old self of its fuel, which forces something new to grow in its place.
Okay, so remember how I said this whole journey is designed to be documented? Well, that wasn't a figure of speech. The blueprint literally calls for a classic 3-act story structure, turning a year of brutal discipline into a compelling movie. And the story is shaped just like a film. You have Act 1, the raw, rock-bottom confession, where you lay it all bare. Then comes Act 2, this long, grueling war against your old habits and your inner demons. And then finally you get Act 3, the dramatic reveal. Every single phase is engineered for maximum emotional impact. And the blueprint demands this kind of ruthless honesty. The journal isn't just for you to reflect, it's literally the script for the documentary's voiceover. Entries like this one, talking about loneliness being a physical pain, that's the raw emotional engine of Act 2. It's what makes that final transformation at the end feel so earned. So after 365 days of all that sacrifice and struggle, the story finally reaches its climax. This is the moment of truth. It's time to present the tangible, concrete proof that all that pain was worth it.
And these numbers are everything. Think of this table as the final receipt for a year of pain. A drop in body fat from 25% to under 9%? A net worth increase of over $300,000? The entire blueprint is engineered to deliver this one single moment, an undeniable, data-driven payoff that validates the entire journey.
But when you get right down to it, beyond the numbers, the ultimate point of the blueprint is something way deeper. It's framed as this act of preemptive salvation. The real goal isn't just to improve your life, but to actively kill the future self you are on track to becoming. So, the conclusion is this. The real victory isn't hitting day 365. It's the internal, irreversible shift you feel when you realize you would never, ever want to go back to who you were. That's when you know you've won. Which kind of leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? What would it take for you to become unrecognizable to your current self?